Hello, Rose. It's good to see you. Microphone's gonna be off for most of this, but I want to say hi to my favorite people. Hello, Daisy. I hope you enjoy the overlay. Microphone off for the next 9 or so minutes. Hi, Wizard. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for the follow. It's good to see you. Hi, Dry. I see you. I hope that me turning the mic on and off isn't too obnoxious. I'm not really gonna know until I watch this back. But hi, it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm happy you're here. First day of streaming in a while, so. Also, I'm really proud of this interface, I'm just gonna say. Hi! Hi, Raka. Yeah, I wanted to make it do like a CRT boot up, but I couldn't find the sound effect. Also, we're approaching the 1 minute countdown, so stream off. Or, not stream, microphone off. Stream stays on. I want you to imagine that one day your mother takes you to your uncle's house and you go over and your uncle decides that they're going to play some video games. And so they break out their PlayStation 2 and they insert a copy of Metal Gear Solid 1. That's the wrong title card. But also they happen to play a bit of Final Fantasy VIII, and you catch some of that. And so you beg your mom, you're like, please, please buy me this video game. And your mom says, no. But then you go over to your father's house because your parents are divorced, and he just so happens to have a copy of Final Fantasy VIII. And in that moment, that game in your life, past all of the military bullshit that, you know, is the reason you liked it because you were a kid and that was the cool stuff back then, somehow resonates with everything that's going on in your life in that moment. This game is very special to me, and I'm very happy I get to share it. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game, and then I'm going to do a little bit of talking about what the stream is going to look like. So let's go ahead and get that. Captures should still work fine. And we might have to do a little bit of fiddling. We'll see. Yep. Okay, there it is. So, it does that when I launch this for some reason. It makes a noise twice. If you've never seen me before for some reason, hi, my name is Ruby. And I haven't streamed properly in about 10 or so years, I want to say. So I'm kind of returning to it. If I need to adjust any of the audio levels, please feel free to let me know. Here's how this is going to work. This is a 40-hour-ish text-based role-playing game. I do not have it in me to do a full line reading of a 40-hour text-based role-playing game. But I am going to try and summarize what's going on. I will be making an effort to read text boxes slower than I normally would, so that those of you who want a line-by-line read of this game can do so. I will be providing some commentary. I am going to be making an effort to hide myself and not talk over FMVs. I'll make a few exceptions, one of which will be some lines I want to read at the start of the game, because I like this game a lot. Yeah, I do too. Final Fantasy VIII is easily one of my favorite games of all time. So, yeah, I don't have the original copy anymore, but I did dress my character up because this is a very special event for me. So, Final Fantasy VIII is a particularly easy game, so we are going to try and do a challenge playthrough. We're going to try and do a challenge playthrough where we only equip one Guardian Force at a time. I am going to ask you to not do spoilers for the game. You're free to speculate if you've never played the game before. And then also I have a hotkey set up to hide my face as such, so that for important moments, FMVs and such, we can do that. And so, without further ado, I actually don't know how long this overture is. I've never fully sat through all of it. I claim it's my favorite game, and I've never sat through this entire thing. So we're going to skip this, as is proper. And we're going to go ahead and start the game. Yeah, I'm playing the Steam port. This is the unremastered version, just as a heads up. So it's going to be the old graphics, because that's what I grew up with. And frankly, I think in the remaster they kind of yassified Squall a little bit, which I do think diminishes my enjoyment of the game personally. So yeah, and hi Clinky, it's good to see you as well. Cannot spoil past Disc 2. So when I was growing up, Disc 1 was actually extremely scratched, and we struggled to make it past the landing part, which is, I mean, I feel like it's not spoiling it because it's been in every demo. But yeah, it's been... It loaded in by chance one day because I just got frustrated and let the game attempt to load it for like 5 hours. So then we got to play the rest of the game. So I am going to hide my face. I'm going to go ahead and let people watch the opening cinematic of this game. It is frankly beautiful, and I have been thinking about this stream literally all week long. So without further ado, Final Fantasy VIII. I'll be here. Why? I'm waiting here. For what? I'll be waiting for you. So, if you come here, you'll find me. I promise. Ugh, my heart. Sorry, I am trying to make a point to not talk over the cinematics, so I want to address a couple things. Yeah, game came out in 1999. Um, wow, I like lost track of what everyone was talking about during that cinematic, but yeah, if you have any questions, feel free. Izzy, would you like to make the first choice of the game? There's not a lot of these. Um, Yeah, so this game came out in 1999. Square Enix was, or SquareSoft at the time, was very famous for um, their graphics. All right, so we woke up in the hospital, make Squall complain. So actually, the choices you pick do affect how often he is kind of an asshole. Um, this game has some translations issues that I will talk about as I remember them, but yeah, we're just kind of waking up. My controller is dead. Interesting. Hold on. Not a great time for that to happen. I do have the keyboard controls worst case scenario to go by, but I'd really like to not do that. I thought this was a full battery. Guess not. Yeah, they really were. So like this in 1999 was amazing. All right. We have changed batteries. If these ones die, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Um, as much as I resonate with the main character of this game for reasons, I will keep mostly default names. So we're gonna keep Squall. As much as I'm tempted to change it to Ruby. So, oh right, my face. I need to unhide that now. Kalinki, you asked a question earlier, and I don't remember what it was. So we're just getting scolded by the doctor for not taking it easy in training. The PNG is so cute. I know. Hi. I'm dressed up as Squall. I'm dressed up in the clothes. Does draw still suck? Yeah, it kind of does. That's honestly one of my main complaints of this game. Is I think that it would have been 100 times better if items had dropped from monsters, like the magic had, instead of having to draw them. That being said, I tend to rush item refinement pretty quickly in this game, so that it's less of a pain. So there will be a little bit of grinding at the start, especially since we're doing. I actually have never done a one Guardian Force playthrough of this before. All right, so we woke up, we're in a school, we got some scolding, and they're asking our teacher to come and pick us up, because that's just kind of how this works here. Yeah, this game is very breakable if you know what you're doing. I'm gonna try not to break it in half, unless I need to. We'll see. All right, so look at that. It's a mysterious girl who's apparently met us before in a green shawl. Does this game have the 6 or 7 numbers? It does not. Who is that, I wonder? And here's our teacher. She's fed up with our bullshit. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. So yeah, we have a history with the guy in the cinematic, apparently. I think I've played this game before, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't know everything. Alright, so today's the field exam, which we haven't done yet. And so she's making fun of us because apparently we're very predictable. Yeah, she says that she's starting to understand us. And Squall's like, "Nuh-uh. I'm very complicated." And she's like, "Fine. Prove it." And then he's gonna say, "It's none of your..." And then she finishes the sentence. "Business." And here it is. The school we go to. Imagine going to school at a place like this. It's just got a giant ring above it. It's pretty... I know, right? AZ, I'm like trying not to jinx it, but I genuinely think I'm going to make you a Final Fantasy fan, because these early games are fucking amazing. Alright, so class has started. There's some rumors going around. And field exams are today. Let me know, by the way, if the volume levels are okay. It's loud for me, but it should be fine for you. Those not participating and those who failed are to remain here in the study hall. Alright, so we basically have time to prepare. Oh, and Cypher. Cipher, I don't know how to say that. Do not injure your partner while training. Music could be a tiny bit quieter. Okay. Yeah, it's like a 5-second adjustment. Be careful from now on. And he's like, but I want to hurt people, because the game's silly. I'm going to alt-tab for a second to adjust volume levels. So you won't see it, because game freezes when I alt-tab. But let's fiddle with the volume mixer just a little bit. Did you see the Final Fantasy crossover with Magic the Gathering? I did, and honestly, if I was not as broke as I was, I would be going crazy over that. I'm a little sad about the state of Magic the Gathering in general, but that's like a whole other conversation. Alright, field exam participants, I will see you later. I adjusted the volume a bit. Let me know if that's better. Honestly, same. It's so sad they made the UV sense. Yeah. Magic is kind of... I haven't enjoyed it for a while. Alright, so, fun fact about this game. In the original release that I played, if you do not do what I'm about to do, you soft-block yourself. So, you get control of your character, you click A on the terminal, and you immediately sit back down. Alright. You can choose to not turn the PC on because it's too hard. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the PC on. I'm gonna fiddle around in here a little bit. I don't remember where the Guardian Force is. Yep. Looking for girlfriend data. We have 2 girlfriends. We got Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. Oh, right, we can name the Guardian Forces. Does anybody want to name these? I forgot we could name Guardian Forces. Alright, I'm gonna take the first name I see in chat. The first name suggestion. I like both the names as they are. That's the first suggestion. Alright, default names. Tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay. We're not going to sit here and read through all of these because, frankly, I'll explain them. Alright, the basics. About sorcerers, I am going to click on, like, lore stuff. What is this creature like? You'll see. We can summon them in battle. Alright. Paramagic. Magic is used by ordinary people is actually paramagic. In essence, it is a technique which involves controlling energy. Paramagic was developed by Dr. Odine. He was the first scientist to research the nature of magic by studying a sorceress. The skill can be gained through proper training. However, with magic, it is difficult to achieve power levels that are comparable to conventional weapons. Guardian Force. A Guardian Force is an independent energy force. By combining it with paramagic, it is possible to control tremendous energy. Memory loss is a possible side effect, but this has not been proven as of yet. So, yeah, using GFs makes you forget things. There's some probably obvious parallels to some of you in the chat for that. A woman who has inherited the power of a sorceress. The origins of sorceress go... Sorceress. There is some translation stuff. Yeah, hi! You do see. The origins of sorceress go back to ancient times during Heinz region. However, there is no factual evidence. About Garden. Alright, I'm gonna skim these, because... this is just like... If it's something you want to read, pause it. So we have a training center. I'm gonna skip to the cafeteria. So yeah, there's like a lot of real-life fluff in this game that I'm really a fan of. Is this like Persona School Simulator? It's Persona if you like your school was just about fighting things. I mean, it's a military academy, right? That's what this place is. All right, we're gonna go back. Please feel free to delete bots. I'm not signed into chat right now. Any of the moderators that want to be on that, feel free. Thank you. Garden info. Okay, so there's 3 gardens. I'm just gonna skim. A lot of this is stuff that, like, is not gonna mean anything to you unless you've already played the game, so... I just want to go through it to be thorough. We're not gonna talk to, like, every NPC. What is a seed? So we are mercenaries. We command Guardian forces and have special fighting abilities. We work in small teams and operate across the world. So basically, we're just guns for hire. That's what we do. And then we can apply after the age of 15. You're gonna do important ones for side quest stuff, though. I haven't played this game in 10 years. My goal is to demonstrate everything that there is in the game within reason. So I'm not gonna like talk to every NPC. I'm probably not gonna do the Queen of Cards quest. Goal is pretty much I want to show off the stuff that you would see through the main grim. Seeing the D's joke 20 years in the making. Garden events. Entrance ceremony, seed exam, summer vacation. Yeah, so like it's just a school. There's a forum! I forgot about this. You got a name, dumbass? I'm gonna kick your ass. What's your name? Oh, I'm so scared. They're fighting on the fucking forums. Good thing I went with my initials. They're so nosy. They're fighting over Trep. Oh, that is her last name. I forgot about that. Yeah, so there are students here that are just like teachers' pets. School festival committee. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. Alright, take care, Dry. It was good to see you. There was no garden festival. Wimbley Donner. I don't know who that is. Alright. That is our terminal. And now we can stand up. I'm done. So, in the original game, for the original release, if you didn't go into the terminal and get these Guardian forces that we just got, you literally can't do anything because of how the game works. So, I'm gonna assign this to Thunder Magic Refine, and then Ice Magic Refine. So, this will all get explained in a little bit, how all of this stuff works. I'm just kind of doing it now before I forget. So there's the fan club that was just arguing on the forums. You better show some courtesy to Instructor Trap. No, we don't do that. So, back to summarizing. So basically there's an exam that we have to take before we're like allowed to participate in the seed program. And we didn't do that yet. So we're going to go do that now. You can review your studies at the study panel. So the tutorial is like your study notes, which I think is really cute. Your seat is highlighted. You can access the study panel from your seat, in brackets. I love this game. Oh, there's only directional input, that's right. Alright. I'm going to ask if they're okay. She says she's fine. Alright, so this is like a new student. They just transferred from another garden. Alright, so are we going to give the new student a tour? Should we give them a tour of the facility? First person to respond. Sure. Alright. She's very happy about it. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby and show the directory. Also, Final Fantasy game. They follow you around when they're in your party. They're not technically in our party. Husband wanted to know if you're going to play Triple Triad. I am going to play some Triple Triad. I'm just not going to get every single card, and I'm not going to use card mod. So there will be some Triple Triad. Oh hey, would you like to have these? Speaking of which, my brother gave me these cards, but they're not really my thing. You can have them if you'd like. Alright. S is not correct, because we are on the Xbox controller. Can I just say, by the way, that playing a PlayStation 1 game with an Xbox controller just feels like heresy. Alright, so we got 7 cards. I will do some Triple Triad, just not a ton of it. So the card game is one of the ways you can break the game, for those who are curious. You have to restart many times to get optimal outcomes. Yeah. That's why I'm not doing the full side quest. I will play some Triple Triad, but I'm not going to do the like, collect every card thing. There's a guy just on his run. So this is like the game's fast travel system. This is it. How do you use this? Press in-game controls, obviously. Alright, so we're just going to do a quick rundown of every facility. Dormitories, do dormitory things. Most people live here, so. Cafeteria. We have a cafeteria. I might like go run and look at all of these things at some point. east of north. So we have a parking lot. We have a front gate. We're being reminded we have to go to the front gate. Nothing. Nothing is the matter. Nothing is ever the matter, because we're Squall. Alright, next we have the quad. So I think that's like the event block. It just wasn't translated. Hey, you want to help out? Anyways, here's the infirmary. So that's where we were at the start of the game. East Block Training Center. It's the only facility open at night. With real monsters, TM. And then there's a library. And you already know about the classroom. Headmasters, and there's also a third floor where the headmaster is. This is being mentioned for absolutely no reason. And the headmaster's name is Sid, because we're playing Final Fantasy. And that's the tour. And then they're gonna just walk out. Thanks, bye. Alright, I'm gonna save my game. Ignore the demo file that I was using for testing the stream, please. And we start at level 7. Alright, so I'm gonna just like poke my head into a couple of places. And then we're gonna continue with the game. This is the infirmary. Not gonna really bother going in there. This is the quad. All these people walking around also, you cannot talk to them. They're just people. I'm curious, by the way, how many people are... Do I play an instrument? No, I don't. Oh. They're following us. I forgot about this. I know you. No, you don't. Leave me alone. Okay, we're leaving because we're being followed. This is the cafeteria. I love these little glass container hallways. I feel like they would be hot as hell, though. Oh, hey, look. Look who it is. It's Cypher. And his buddies. So, Raijin only speaks in caps lock. That's their shtick. I think they're ignoring us. What? Can't you see the disciplinary committee's busy? You fucked with my face. They're a character. Yeah, so they suggested Raijin would buy something, and so Raijin kicked them. Because no, they won't. I'm not going to bother with the dorms. Just doing a quick run around the garden, looking at everything that there is to see. Nothing in the parking lot, I think. I think that's it for all the places we're gonna look at. I do want to look at the library, and then we'll continue. So yeah, there's a lot of parts of this game that are going to be kind of slow. I have a question for you. Esther was this country that was governed. We're not doing line by line. Alright, so there was an evil sorceress way back when. Oh, so these little things right here, this is one of the reasons I came here, is a draw point. No one can draw. Let's fix that. Alright, I'll explain this in a second. I'm just gonna do some menuing. This is not gonna make any sense, but yeah, I'll put Shiva there. Okay. Can you be the evil sorceress? Sure! As Smith said, you don't have to restart, you just have to play a lot. So Final Fantasy XIV actually has Triple Triad in it. Alright, I'm gonna play a game of Triple Triad just to show it. So this game is very simple and very addictive. Open Trade Room 1. So the rules at the top change per person, depending on who you play. And you pick your cards at the start of every match, unless the rules say you don't. There's a lot of rules that you can get in this game. So we'll pick these cards. And the way that this game works is... Which card do I want, actually? You. So you go on turns, and you put cards on the board. These cards have numbers, and each of these numbers coordinate to a direction. So the top number of this card is 6, which means that the top value is 6. Did you get to play Queen's Blood in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? I am waiting for that game to fully come out before I play it. I want to play all 3 parts. So, these are all numbers that coordinate to their value. And when you put a card with a higher number in a direction next to a card with a lower number, you take the card. So, my cards are really bad. The way that I usually play this is like this, where I kind of try and lock in my cards so that they can't be taken back. So now, if I take this card, they can't take it. I think we draw here. I forgot the NPCs in this game were actually good at the game that they played. My bad. Okay, so we lose. And in this game, when you lose, they take one of your cards. And so we lost a game of Triple Triad. I think I gave a decent explanation to how that game works. You can lose hours of your life playing that, so we'll play it sparingly. Alright. Band Anti, yeah. Occult Fan 1. So we got a book. I want to read the book. But I want to look around first. A bunch of people here in the library studying. And that guy sneezed. Wait, no, he's stretched. It's hard to tell in text, because my character is blocking the animation. Alright. Yeah, so we play for keeps in this world. Following acts are prohibited in the library. Talking, eating, running. We've been running since we've entered the library. Alright. So, occult fans should be here. Mysterious monster death. So this is just a tabloid. Making a fence with steel pipes. Dead monster after loud impact sound. What could that be? Alright. Gonna run to the front now. Do another quick save after losing a triple triad card. Alright. Here's the little gate system, little in-out ticket system. I got stuck here when I was a kid because I didn't know what these were or how they worked. So yeah, starting the game is very chill. You get this big dramatic fight scene and then it's just really like melancholic and sweet with all of these like pre-rendered backgrounds. And our fucked up face. I love the fucked up face. It looked different on CRT. But I didn't want to put a filter on. So we got another draw point. We have some cure. We found some cure in the world. So yeah, we just kind of like run around and find magic and take it from monsters. And we'll see more of that in a bit. Okay. I have a few things to explain before we head off. So this is the combat tutorial. I don't think it's very well explained personally, but I'll try and summarize. So basically, Guardian Forces in this game are your equipment. If you don't have a Guardian Force equipped, your character can literally only use the attack command. So basically, you stuff these creatures in your brain that affect your memory, which give you powers. And basically junction just means equip. That's all junction means. And people get really confused by this game because of this system. So we don't have a Guardian Force equipped, so we can't do shit. If we equip a Guardian Force, we can do shit. And that's what I was doing earlier when I was changing the learned ability that we're going to get, because you have to learn an ability for your character to use them. They're a lot like Espers in Final Fantasy VI, but they control more aspects of your build. Yeah, basically. I haven't played Final Fantasy VI, but I've seen like the opening cinematic. So I'll take your word for that. And then the bar at the bottom, what that is the spells that you collect. So like magic is treated like items in this game. The spells that you equip can be junctioned to your stats to make them better. So if you find a bunch of cures, you can put them on your hit points to make your hit points go up. And different spells increase your stats by different amounts. And you have to like play with it to figure out like what the best spells to put on what stats are. So there's a little bit of like a scavenging for materials aspect of this game. There's 3 command abilities and 2 passive abilities. Passives are passives. I don't need to explain what a passive is. So basically, GF lets us summon, magic lets us use magic, draw lets us take magic from monsters. Yeah. They like weirdly over-explain the easy stuff, like navigating the UI, and then they don't explain a lot of like what the actual fucking abilities do. What crazy person puts a draw in their second slot, by the way? That is... I have a very specific way the menus have to be set up for my brain to be okay with it, and that is ugly. I don't like it. Yeah, so passives and actives, that's all it is. I don't think they had those terms in 1999. At least in game design. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. You're coming with me! Why are you wishing me good luck? Alright. So AZ, if you're here, we're probably going to start doing some combat soon, and you'll get to see what the creatures look like. Because we're about to run off into the world. Yeah! So that was the, like, opening tutorial section of the game. I am excited. Yeah, alright, so... You can't... Other thing the game did not mention, you cannot equip the same Guardian Force to multiple characters. It's 1-to-1. Alright. So we're headed to the Fire Cavern to do our entrance exam. We're gonna do a little tiny bit of grinding, because I want to get some ice magic for the Fire Cavern. And then here is the world map. You can save on the world map, so we're gonna do that. Alright. So, you press select, it brings up a little globe. And if you press select again, it's the full map. So this is the entire world. I don't remember how to zoom in and out. I don't think... How do you zoom in and out? There we go. Okay. Shoulder button. So that little cave over there behind the trees is where we're going. We're going to go over here because I happen to know that there are some monsters with ice magic. We're going to stay on the road for a bit, because if you are on the road, you don't get into random encounters. And we're going to start getting some magic. I swear this game has random encounters. There we go. Okay. Alright, first fight of the video game. Let's go. G is the trigger. Phrasing. Alright, so there's a lot to explain with combat. I have it actually... So when you draw magic, every monster has different magic that you can take. So we got 2 fires and 7 scans. You will not know, if you haven't seen the spell before, you won't know what it does. Alright, so we're gonna summon the Quizzicatle, and when you summon something, it has its own health bar and a timer that counts down until it's summoned. And if the health bar goes to 0, how do I hide the UI? There we go. They're dead. So that's what that summon looks like. Alright, experience some magic stone that can be refined into items. Yeah. So that's what the Quizzicatle looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and hide the map because it gets on my nerves a little bit. Alright, so we're looking for some ice magic basically for the fight, is what we're doing. And we found some. Alright, so this monster has blizzards on it, and I remember that from when I was a kid. So stock some blizzards up. I'm not gonna get too many. I think one more round and then we kill it. Yep. So now if we go into magic, all of the stuff that we just like drew from and stole from monsters, we now have. So I'm gonna cast scan on this thing just to like show it off. Here's what the scan looks like. This is fun. I know. Oh my gosh. You do not even understand the half of how much I love this fucking game. So you can like rotate the monster, you can like move it up and down, zoom in and out, I think. I don't remember how to zoom in and out on this. Just like look at its stats. It's a floating monster that uses ice magic. And it can use vampire. And then all the little symbols in the bottom that don't have words on them, you have to like figure out what they mean and what they are. I always sit and drain 99 magic whenever I encounter it. Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, you can just like look at the information of everything. Alright, so Squall specifically, when he attacks, if you press the trigger, he always crits. If you press R1, he always crits. That was what the tutorial in the first battle was about. And then Shiva, we're going to save that animation summon for the boss that we're going to fight. So we have some... 20 Blizzard should be fine. Spin, yeah. Whip people. Alright. Couldn't find any items. We got some ability points and our GF leveled up. Alright, so I'm gonna save real quick because there is like a rare chance for a game-ending encounter. And we're gonna run to where we're supposed to go. I love this little world map aesthetic. Walk off the road for half a second and we get into a fight. Do any of these things have blind on them? They don't. Okay, I don't care. Just hit it. These are beefier enemies than I remember. I thought these died in one hit. Probably because I spammed Guardian Force when I was growing up. And as cool as the animations are, I don't want to use them every single fight. Did this game come out before Legend of Dragoon? I don't actually know. I have not finished a playthrough of Legend of Dragoon because there's a part of it where you can't get past it on emulator. Oh, hi Jamie. It's good to see you. Alright. Save the game again because I'm a serial saver. I obsessively save all the time. Hi. Alright. So, we're here to take our exam. Okay, I already know how to junction magic. So this is just explaining that like you can equip the spells that you have to like your slots. I'm gonna skip this. When you draw new magic, experiment. Yeah. We've already gone over that. We know how to use our gunblade. Press R1 and get a free crit. A lot of people, I think, just gave up on this game at the start because there's a lot of tutorials that don't make a lot of sense. And then, like, once you figure the game out, it's actually amazing. So, hope the stream is going well. It is going amazingly, actually. Wait, you can play Legend of Dragoon on PSN? Noted. Alright. Objectives. To obtain a low-level Guardian Force. I keep trying to say girlfriend. Are you ready? Yes. We're ready. Select a time limit. We're pro, so we're doing 10 minutes. Alright. So this game has a lot of timers. Like a lot of timers. That's kind of why I have a timer on my pre-stream, because it just feels like it's appropriate. And the text is going to autoplay here. She's saying that she makes boys nervous. Oh, I want to talk about the whatever line. But not right now, because we're on a time limit. Whenever it's appropriate to talk about that, because that is a translation thing. That once I explain why they do that, I think it's going to make a lot of people enjoy the game more. So we're going to run from battles, because we're on a time limit. there's the bats for the card that we lost earlier. So all of the cards in this universe are like based on real things. So those bats that we just ran away from are it's like the card that we lost when we were playing Triple Triad. Alright, I don't think you're all prepared for how cool this boss is, by the way, if you've never played this before. So yeah, our entrance exam is literally just we have to go and like obtain a Guardian Force. I'm kind of speedrunning it because the timer stressed me out. I wonder if that giant pit is where the Guardian Force is. Escapes. Alright. You and Cypher are in your class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. We've not done a single fight encounter. Alright, this is it. In AZ, we're gonna show off Sheila. Because we're spamming magic for this fight. Here we go. Kind of like the beastly shapes more than the human shapes. Yeah, there's a lot of that in this game. Ifrit fight? Yeah, it really is kind of the same. Okay. Diamond Dust. Hide the UI. Hide my face. First time summon, let's go. I feel like you're a fan of girl though. And now, he's pissed. We have Shiva. He knows who that is. Alright. Yeah, the summon's more powerful, but it's longer. And then there's Quizzicato again. I actually don't remember how many hit points this guy has. I scan almost everything, by the way, so apologize if that's annoying for people. Love the dramatic camera angles. Alright, he's got like 1,000. Yeah. Weak to ice, we already know that. Oh, he's mad. Fucking drop kicked. I think I can speed the battle up also. I should probably do that. So that terms come faster. And then once we beat Ifrit, I think the timer stops counting down, so we should be fine. Who here has like actually played this before? I'm kind of curious. Bird is pretty. I know! Honestly, the bird makes me think of AZ a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So Guardian Forces do a lot of damage, but their downside is just the fact that, like, they take time to charge. Alright. Not bad for a human. I have played before, not FF2. I remember you saying that. Well, we're going to be playing probably the entire game, so I hope you're ready. Because this is formative shit for me. Alright. It's a shame we're probably not going to get to see a limit break this fight. We can make that happen. So, I won't be doing this every fight, but this is like how you cheese the game. Yeah, we're gonna attack ourselves and prepare and excite. Hell yeah! We're gonna be streaming every Monday and Wednesday. Let's do one more. Yeah, this is like an easy fight, so I don't really care about like integrity. Alright. Limit break time. Fun fact about this. Finishing on a limit break. That's like the perfect way to end this fight. So, a lot of bosses in this game have unique limit break animations for that particular limit break. Alright, so we got an Ifrit card, 20 AP, and a Guardian Force. Does anybody want to name this Guardian Force? I'll take the first suggestion. If we want to keep defaults and see people say that again, I'll stop asking for the rest of the playthrough. But I'm curious. Leave now for 30 minutes? Creature? I can do Creature. Alright. We're already fighting Satan. Okay, well their name is Creature. Thank you very much. Creature. Alright. This old UI is something. Wait, no, it's Creature with a U. Let's make sure we get that right. There's not enough room for the cat face. Alright. There isn't much time. Alright, this is just more of the same tutorial stuff that like we already kind of explained, so we will be skipping that. Alright. Health does carry over between fights in this game, so I'm gonna burn some potions because I want to do a bit of fighting on the way out. Because I want to see the encounters in this game. I want to see the monster design and the enemies. And the way that you min-max this game is by not doing any fighting. Because monsters actually scale with your levels, so the more fighting you do, the stronger the monsters get. I'm not going to do that, because I like the monsters in this game. Look at that thing. This little pinwheel does 3 damage. Alright, what is this magic? Thunders. Alright. Yeah, the monsters in the early game are extremely weak. Right. And then there's a draw point here. I'm pretty sure these are just fires. Yeah. Just throw this on somebody. My husband has got to the start of Disc 4 and then the game crashed and broke his ADHD life hit. Yeah. Disc-based games are a struggle sometimes. Thankfully this is the Steam version, so we should be fine. Is the victory music reused? Yeah, so every Final Fantasy game uses the same music. Well, not the same. Uses the same victory music, but like a different composition of it. So there's a lot of recurring elements in these games, even though they are all the same. They are all different worlds. I missed my crit because I was talking. Stop headbutting me. So that, the victory music for Final Fantasy, this one that's playing now, Every Final Fantasy game uses the same victory music, but with a different composition. The enemy that we just killed also are recurring enemies. They're called bombs, and those are in like basically every Final Fantasy game. Sparrow, are you Rowan, by the way? I want to make sure before I assume. 2 damage. However will I recover? Hi. Alright. I will eventually summon Ifrit. Just not gonna summon Ifrit in the Fire Cavern because I don't think that that would accomplish a lot. So yeah, we just finished our entrance exam. We beat the shit out of a scary demon thing, and on our way back. Also, I do think it's really funny that the teacher is accompanying you for your exam and helping you. I feel like that's cheating on the exam, personally. But I guess they have to give you a party member. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna change some settings real quick while I remember to do so. Some more magic stone pieces. Oh, we learned Thunder Magic Refine and Ice Magic Refine. So let's do some menu fiddling. Config. Battle speed. Speed that up a bit. That's fine. That's fine. Speed that up a bit. ATP's on wait. Scan always. If I'm using scan, I want to see it. Memory cursor. Alright. And then we want to reassign abilities. So, also, creature. I think that might be what I do. I'll have, I want AZ to name something specifically, and then we'll do, like, naming the Guardian Forces specifically. So, what do I want to learn next? Boost is pointless because I'm not going to spam summon. I guess Spirit? Yeah, we'll learn Spirit. I don't think I'm going to be using Shiva a lot. Summon Magic 10%. Magic 20 probably. Mid Magic Refined. Learn mid-level, okay. And then you're going to learn Fire. So Kalinki, this is how I get around the drawing stuff in this game. I just learn item refinement like super early. You said min-maxing, you can level everyone else excluding Squall. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your husband really enjoys the game? Well, your husband has good tastes. This is my, like, favorite game growing up, so... Yeah, I think that what you'll find is, people who have played this game... I'm gonna actually slow that down a bit, because I want to have room to talk. People who have played this game, to completion, are typically in love with it, because there's just a lot going on here that's, like, different, and has never been done before or since, so... We'll see how that feels. It's a very unique game that tried a lot of new things, and not all of it worked out, but it's very different, and I love it for that. It definitely has its flaws, though, both in storytelling and gameplay. Also, can I just say that the Steam version loads, like, unnaturally fast? There's usually, like, a fade-out, and then you do, like, a full, like, 5-second wait between zones. I'm not used to that, and that's probably something I'm never gonna adjust to. Alright. Fight some bite bugs. But yeah, like, if I wanted to break the game, I could do it, like, literally right now by fighting a certain enemy. Stocking up on a certain spell that lets you break a certain stat. I don't want to spoil it. I didn't know it was dependent on Squall's level though, so that's good to know. Also, are audio levels okay post-adjustment, or should I still fiddle with them? Do a little level up. Shiva leveled up. So many combat encounters. Is this? Okay. It's not what I thought it was. Little creature caterpillar thing. It has thunders and cures. I'll grab some cures, sure. Ugly bug. The creature design in this game is amazing. Lurk. I don't know what that does. You don't have a bot here. Wait, what? Ow. They're berserk. And it's dead. Just what people say when they're quietly watching. Okay. Noted. I haven't done streaming in like 10 years, so there's a lot that I have still to like learn about Twitch culture. And we're back. We did it. We got a Guardian Force. Well done. Taking care of your girlfriend. This is something you have to watch out for. I already know how to do this. I'm gonna let y'all read it though, because this is just like basically explaining how Guardian Forces work. So we get experience, which are for our characters, and ability points, which are for the Guardian Forces. We're probably also going to go for about 40 more minutes. I am going to try and make good stopping points when it would make sense for the story. I think the beginning of the game is probably slower, but it is a pretty slow-burning game, so I want to get through what I can without making it feel jarring when we start up the next screen and it's like straight into an action sequence. Or like in the middle of an action sequence. I want to use the slow moments for the breaks. Yeah, so basically what this is saying is that Guardian Forces have abilities that they can learn by getting ability points. And then as you learn abilities, you unlock more abilities to learn. It's just like not explained, so. Single text box for the word therefore. Thank you and good luck. After every tutorial, now change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. Alright. Draw points do eventually restock. So we're gonna go ahead and draw. Got 2 cures. We might be coming up to a stop point soon-ish. Not quite super soon, but there's like an action sequence that follows shortly. Who are you? I see you. Definitely good tastes. Let's play some Triple Triad. Get my ass kicked again. Do I want to risk the Ifrit card? I don't think I do. The game does, like, give you cards throughout the game in case you lose them, so I'm not too fussed about it. Alright. Let's play some cards. Let's think about this a little bit more than we did last time. Alright, I think I can still do that strategy. Yeah, and then we just throw down... I am kind of using up my best cards to do this, is the problem. Yeah. The strategy might actually suck. Alright. I think that we're not good enough at this game to play it yet, because we keep losing. Our cards are also, like, really bad, like, let's be honest. I'm doing the thing I do in Final Fantasy XIV. I want to play again. I'm doing the thing I do in Final Fantasy XIV where I, like, build from the corner, but my cards are just not good enough to do that, so... Third-rate duelist with a second-rate deck. It's not even second-rate, like, let's be real for a moment. Isn't there a way to, like, look at your opponent's cards? Because there's a dinosaur in those cards. I mean, no matter what I play, they're gonna take it, right? That's kind of the issue, so we want to play our worst card, probably. Which would be you. Really? Okay. I guess they don't have to take it. Just stick that in the center. That hurts. Okay, so now we try and build back up. I think the best thing that we can do here is take you back. Yeah, and then grab this guy. And then we draw. Okay. Yeah, my cards are garbage. Alright. Back in the ticket system. I think we can talk to this guy. It's kind of hard to control. Every single year you get in trouble. You get troublemakers entering. Grumpy old man. Got it. And like everyone in this game plays cards. Which I think is really funny. Save point. Instantaneous save because we're playing on the Steam version. The 8-directional movement is throwing me off, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're gonna run to the dormitory. I could have done the fast travel now that I think about it, but I didn't do that. Yeah, this game is just a very slow start. There's like not a lot of things that we know about that are going on. They're gossiping about the tests. It's just kind of scene setting, you know? Setting the world we live in, really building up the like immersion of it. And yeah. Uniform. Get changed. Don't forget it. Get into your uniform. Alright. I did want to like do a profile picture edit that was this uniform, but I didn't. What's your favorite triple triad rule? Anything that's not random. Plus and same rules kind of piss me off. Because nobody does them on purpose. Story wants to establish slice of life so that the events are more impactful, and I love it when games do this. Kind of same. I just worry sometimes it's like boring to watch, but I'm enjoying it because I love this game. So for Triple Triad, plus and same, what those do is that if you have two cards with the same number or two cards that add up to the same number, you get all of the cards, or both of the cards that your card made that happen. It's weird to explain. Alright. Look at our fancy uniform. Squad assignments. We'll be with Zel Dinksh. I don't know how to say his name. Squall doesn't like him because he's Squall. And there's our next party member. When Fey Maiden is raiding, hi! It's good to see you! Oh. I cannot believe that I know a cute community of trans femmes because of a dumb tower idol game that I play on my phone. Yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm with you. Won't you shake my hands? No. We will not shake. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna... There's tutorials, okay? The beginning of this game is tutorials. It's a bit funny, but really cool. I know! It's so funny. Like, I'm happy it happened. You don't get along with Cypher, do you? I heard he whooped you pretty bad this morning. Jeez, this guy. Get a load of this guy. Our stream's going to be going for about 30 minutes. Thank you all for being here. Love to see you. Did it show just an alert when I got raided? Actually, I might have to fix that if it didn't. I didn't hear anything. Well, it should it doesn't make a sound, but it displays a notification. I'll have to double check when I watch this back. All you have to do is ignore him. The teacher's giving us sass for saying none of your business, because apparently it's like a catchphrase that we... I love Questas for giving us shit when it's appropriate. Like, this game takes the stoic strongman character and then just like makes fun of it, and I love that, because I needed that when I was my age. Also, Cypher's our squad leader. The guy that, you know, gave us a scar. Squall 90% of the time, whatever. So I actually do want to talk about that a little bit. A lot of people don't know this, but whenever Squall says whatever in the games, that's actually a mistranslation. What is supposed to be said is something more along the lines of, I'm sorry, or like, alright, or just kind of backing up, and like, you know, what like a socially anxious person would say. And I think that like 90% of people who like learn that information, the character becomes a lot more enjoyable for them, because saying whatever at everything does kind of make you seem like a dickhead, but it's just such mistranslation. Yay! Alright, future generation tagging along. So, the guy with the red crosses. I hate it when people... Oh, I fucking love this part of the game. I hate it when people wish me luck. Save those words for a bad student that needs them, eh? Okay, then. Good luck, Cypher. Add instructor trip to the list. In the JP version, isn't it mostly like the times when Squall would curse? I don't know the actual literal translation, but I just know that the whatever is like a very heavy mistranslation, and not actually like what the intended tone of the response is. So Cypher's adding her to a list, and this is the guy who's going to lead us for Squad B. So we have an exam that we're doing again. Teamwork means staying out of my way. Thanks, Cypher. We appreciate you here. And when you're not here. Squad Boy. Actually, though, it kind of is Squad Boy, isn't it? Alright, so... what's the name of that actor? What's the name of the actor this looks like? I forget their name. So here's Headmaster Sid. It's like a Rob Williams or something? Alright, so this exam will involve 12 members, squads A through Ds. We're going to a real battlefield. Robin Williams. Okay, that was the name I was thinking of. I love the clipboard. That model is probably used only for this scene. You will be accompanied by 9 seed members. Should you fail, they'll get the job done. So basically, they're putting us on the field and they're sending like real soldiers alongside of us in case we fuck up. Our exam is basically just doing this for real. That's the block. And that's the speech. Alright. So we're going to do a real fight in a real place with Sir Asshole. Also, talk to Sid every single time you get the chance. He always gives you something. So we don't have any seeds who are gunblade specialists. Because that's what we're using. We're using a gunblade. Now go. Oh, fuck. We don't get a chance to save yet? I think we can save in the town. Okay. Because I think that, like, before the mission, I do want to save and call it for today. Because I want to do that for the next stream. Because it's a pretty long sequence. I love the cars in this game, also. Just the textures and, like, environment design of this game, I think I take them for granted because of how much I've like obsessed with this game. But I love everything about the like design. Like, look at the seats. What does that say? Garden on the back of the seat? They're like little bus seats. Look at that. There's like little hatch and stuff in the back of the car. Zell begging to see the gunblade. This guy. So this is the like never stops talking character. What's on your minds? Nothing. Quista's butting in to also say nothing. Of course it's nothing. So we're getting a good look into what this guy's like. This is a very short car trip, by the way. Oh man, it's the 90s. Chicken was like an insult back then that like mattered. You could just say anything offensive to somebody and they would get upset. And now it's like... the internet makes me tired. Many of the assets in this game were cut content or scraps from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I have heard that. I'm curious which ones specifically, because I heard that some of the songs were like that also. Who was that girl in the infirmary this morning? The girl with the green shawl? Who is that? Not really. Squall just backs down from like any like vocalized confrontation. Chicken West and a guy who just reached puberty. So yeah, we don't like each other. Alright. I'm gonna save just in case. Can I get out of the car? I don't remember how to drive this. There we go. So in cars you can't get into combat. This little green and yellow doohickey car. I don't know who's driving it. And then this is the... I don't remember what the name of this town is. And then we have a bunch of submarines waiting for us to take us where we're going to go. Okay, yeah, we don't have a chance to, like... I want to, like, run away and save the game. Balam, whatever the garden's named after. The city is named... Oh yeah, it is just the city of Balam. Really? I, for some reason, didn't know that. Okay, so... First off, there's a draw point here. Some more thunders. What are you doing? So peaceful here. There's fighting going on somewhere at this very minute. Yeah, so we're basically child soldiers. This is the like weapon shop. We can't do anything with this yet. Like teenage soldiers, I think. And there's a save point, I think, at the inn itself. Probably like heal real quick. Oh, we can just stay the night despite the fact we're going on a mission. It's so silly. So yeah, very important mission. We're gonna just sleep in the hotel room real quick. And we're fully healed, so that potion was wasted. Alright. Save the game real quick. So yeah, I think this is actually going to be a good stopping point for the stream today. I know we're calling it a little bit early, but the sequence coming up, I want to play through the entire thing uninterrupted. And yeah, like this is just like the best place to leave it. So we'll be streaming again on Wednesday at 6 p.m. MST. I don't know what time zone that will be for you. But that's when the next stream is going to be planned. I'm going to put the soundtrack for this game on again, and kind of just start winding down. So, hi, what do you think so far? I'm actually really curious. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't think that... Why is this chat not working? Okay, this chat's being weird. I'm gonna put the music on though. Yeah, so I'm really happy to have seen you all, and this feels so dinky. this layout could have used some more work. I made this like this morning, so yeah, I'm gonna make sure my controllers are charged for the next stream, and I hope that it's been a good first impression so far. I know the beginning of the game is very slow, and honestly the whole game is kind of like that. So you get to see more. I'm eager to stream more. Yeah, so we're doing this every Monday and Wednesday. I don't know where my other battery went. I can figure it out later. But this game is very special to me and very sweet. Good stream I follow. Hell yeah. I'm so proud of the, like, little notification. I'm gonna... Hold on, let me test this raid thing real quick. Okay, it does not notify for raids. I'm going to have to fix that by next stream. So, Windfay Maiden, thank you for the raid. I don't know if you're still here or not. I actually don't know how many people are even watching, because everything I'm reading and doing is through Streamlabs. So let me go ahead and double check that real quick. I'm curious what it looks like on my stream. What was the most people we had here at one time? Mute that for self-feedback. Oh, there's 9 people here. Damn, that is more than I expected. Yeah, I really enjoy this game, and I'm happy to have all of you here. And there's a lot of game to get through. A lot of game. So I hope you're all in it for the long haul. If you ever miss a stream, there is a VOD channel, Rubber Noodle Twitch, that I made. I don't think it's Rubber Noodle Twitch, it might just be Rubber Noodle. There's a Rubber Noodle channel on YouTube, and I made it specifically for streaming. So I'm going to be just, after this stream, I'm going to export it to the YouTube channel, and then probably just watch this back, because, like, I do that. I like seeing how the stream is going and what I can do to improve. You know, maybe work on the voice a little bit more, but that's, we'll see. We'll see. And, you know, just, like, checking out the audio levels and all of that stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna let this, this song play out, maybe play like one more song after it, and then we'll wrap up the stream. I'm happy that I could show all of this to you, and I look forward to the next one on Wednesday. And with all of that said, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. You're welcome.